Alright, so it's about time I made a video on this. This is the Rtech welding equipment Plasma 31C. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted a plasma cutter. Knew someone as a child who had one when they were like very first come out, and they were like £5,000. Everyone thought he had a lightsaber, but it was just a plasma cutter, and I've always wanted a plasma cutter, so I took my time getting one, and finally settled on buying this Rtech one here. Spoke to Rtech first. They were very helpful. I'd heard a lot of good things about Rtech, so I wanted to go with a company this time that had some support and good warranty here in the UK. And Rtech was a company that came up a lot of the time when it comes to welding equipment and plasma cutters. So I'm glad I spoke to them, because I've only got a 20 amp supply to my garage where the plasma cutter is going to be, and I was going to go for the next size up originally, but the next size up, the power draw on it was too high. It would have just kept popping the MCB in the or RCD, probably the MCB in the consumer unit. So this one just runs off of a 13 amp plug, and that is ideal. So here's the unit, and then I only have one compressor at the minute, which is in the workshop, and I can't bother to bring that all the way down here. So what I've got is I bought this Draper roll out hose reel extension, so I'm going to use that to run to the workshop, so I can run it out here, and that way I'll have an air supply. Got some bits of metal to cut, 2 sheets of mild steel there, 6mm thick, and then on my post the other day I was laser cutting these out, so I've laser cut these out as templates. So I'm going to try and use this as a template to cut round, and if I can make 2 of them, I've got an idea for a metal sign that I want to make. So the unit does come pre-tested. They do test it before they send it out, and you can see that it's just a little tiny bit of use on the nozzle. So this is what you get in the box. You've got your manual. Who doesn't love a manual? Let's just put that there. It's not too much to it, to be honest with you. So you've got the manual, you've got your actual gun cutter with its start up button control. So it's just got the trigger button for firing it, which goes onto this 2-pin control into the front. Got your standard earth attachment cable. So you got your earth clamp, which is going to go into this workpiece one here on the right. That's got a nice easy fitment as usual, like a welder. And then you get a box of spares with it as well. So you've got all these spare nozzle caps, another 3 in there, and then get a pack of these ends, pack of like the electrode rods, and then there's also a little pack of the ceramic air distribution ringies, whatever you want to call them. I know they'll have a technical term, but so there's not much to it. Literally all that does is that unscrews off. So when you want to change it, you just unscrew this ceramic cup, as you can see there. So there's your thread. It's got a rubber washer on the back, and then all the assembly is tip that out. I'll put this down so I can show you. So the assembly is simple. It's just you've got your end nozzle. You can see it's there. You can see the little mark on it where it's been tested. Inside that goes, so here's your 4 consumable parts. So then this ceramic washer goes over the end of that. That goes inside of there, and then that just drops inside of the cup, and that all screws back on. So it's probably easier if you put it on the other way around. If you just put this in first, then put the cup on, screw that up, sort of not too tight, just a little nip up with the hand. That's it. So changing out the consumable parts is easy, quick and simple, no problems there. There's not really much to it. All you've got on the machine then to control is you've got your air pressure, which has got the little air regulator. So there's your little water trap with your air pressure regulator. That's in the back there, so if you need to change the air pressure on the front, you can change it here. And then obviously you've got your amps control, depends on how thick material you're cutting through. So let's get this set up, give it a test. I'm quite excited, never had a plasma, like I say, always wanted one, and yeah, can do some cool projects with this. See, 3 fitments go on nice and easy. I'll just show you again. Control, just a 2-pin plug. That's just what for the trigger. The earth, just line up that notch, twist that in until it's tight, and then the actual gun itself, it's nice and simple. That just screws on there. And that's all your fitments on the front. So on the back of the machine you just got your power switch and your air hookup. Luckily that is the same fitment. Obviously you've got 2 different types. That's on there, nice. Now I've just got to run that to the workshop and we can fire this bad boy up. So we've got it fired up. I did have an error when I first turned it on, and that error was telling me that it was here, basically telling me I didn't have enough air pressure, so I've had to go back and turn the compressor right up, because I have it quite low, because I just normally use it for sort of blow tools, etc. So I turned the compressor right up. Here is our amps, so we're good there. And the first piece we're going to try this on is this piece of steel here. Now I don't have a proper plasma cutter table, I'm just using this old Black & Decker workbench thing until I can get a proper one, but this will do just for testing it, and see how we get on. So I maybe need to just turn the amps up a bit, but it cuts a lot easier than I was expecting. I'll just turn those amps up. Obviously it also highly counts on how steady your hand is, but it's not having any problems just cutting through that. It's going to be a bit of trial and error to work out how fast I need to move, etc. Just like you would with welding or anything. But I'm going to just turn the amps up a bit more, and then we'll just run through this one again, see how that goes. Right, so excuse the mess. That is the unboxing and the testing, and I'm going to leave the cat paw section I'm going to use that as my next project to make the video. And what I'm going to do with this next is I want to put it in its own little trolley. So I made a little trolley for my TIG welder. So you can see that. Sorry, it is a mess in here. That's one. My TIG welder's in a little trolley with wheels. You can wheel about. So I'm going to do the same with the plasma cutter. So I've got some mild steel tube sections. I've had them cut from Metals for You, and there's the rest of it there. I'm going to make a little. I'm going to weld up a little trolley so I can move the plasma cutter around on a little trolley. And yeah, and I've brought the compressor now down into this into the garage so I can hook that straight up to the plasma cutter and can start using it more regularly. It's been a mission trying to get these workshop and everything tidy so I can get it all in a nice, easy to use state. Having a real big clear out at the moment, getting rid of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to build that trolley up, and then we can get on with the next project, which will be this cat paw idea that I've was thinking of. So yeah, that I'm really impressed with that for the first use. My first uses of it, I'm impressed with how well it cuts, and I've always wanted to try one. So yeah, really impressed. So please like, share and subscribe, and then you'll get to see some more of how I get on with this moving forward. And thanks for watching.